This is a so-called TikTok chef, and she went viral for shipping out a rotting sauce to her fans in the Florida heat.
Look at this!
And during this interview, what she's about to tell her customer is shocking.
You're not special.
So she ruined her career even further with that clip. And to make things even worse, the host of the show decided to back the rotting sauce lady.
I think the learning is more on your part.
Yes.
And that's being real.
Pink sauce started showing up all over social media. The pink sauce lady is back with a recipe for disaster. After Chef Pie selling that pink sauce, after which people reported food poisoning, and it just looked disgusting with all that milk spilling out, looking like it expired 1,000 years ago.
It's gone. There's nothing else in here. Like, it's gone. Oh my god. I'm about to throw up. For one, it stink.
She released a new product and the internet went wild. An actual food company decided to partner with her for some reason, and it ended up really bad for them. They were having an extremely hard time working with her because she kept slandering them on the internet, claiming that she wasn't being paid and that they're apparently holding records from her.
It's like, long story short, these people defrauded me.
All the criticism she's been receiving, the FDA pulling up to her house.
FBI, open up!
But now she's back and she's worse than ever. Now y'all, do you remember when people were accusing her of photoshopping the labels on her bottles? They were just looking so sus with all of the ingredients not matching up. And the label on the bottle was very sketchy. The bottle said that it had 444 servings, which would make it the weight of a bowling ball. And in the second version of the sauce, even the color was different in every bottle. Someone even reported going to the hospital after tasting her sauce. And with all this going on, the lady was still trying to promote her sauce, comparing it to other sauces and saying hers was the best. And then it was announced that she was apparently partnering with Walmart now. And not so long after her partnership, she went silent for months. But instead of taking accountability, she doubled down on her bad decisions. And then suddenly she made a video attacking the company that tried to save her life basically. She claims she now can't feed her kids because they haven't paid her. She made a lot of crazy accusations basically. Chef Pie then started a GoFundMe claiming that she was facing eviction and needed money to feed her kids. Chef Pie posted several videos on social media accusing Dave Gourmet of rejecting her marketing ideas, sabotaging her money, and trying to steal her legacy apparently. And in this GoFundMe, she asked for $100,000. And we will find out later why this gets even crazier. Because of multiple other reasons, she was accused of fraud. So in this GoFundMe, she says, "Hi, my name is Veronica Shaw. I'm the founder of Pink Sauce LLC, one of the most viral sauce sensations of 2022. As a young entrepreneur with big dreams, I followed my intuition and went forward with my dreams to create something new. I made a few mistakes on the way, which led me to trust a company that is trying to take everything from me. They lied to me. They're not paying me and they're not transparent about their records. They refuse to reimburse me for marketing expenses that I spend my own funds towards. I've been silenced and financially sabotaged. I'm a single mom and I do everything for my kids. Right now, I don't have any money to buy my kids food on my own. My mom is on disability and has been paying us just $20 to get by on a daily basis. School is a few days away and I haven't been able to get my kids clothes or anything. I am facing an eviction that has gone into default. The sheriffs can come to my door any day now. I need legal help. They're refusing to pay me the royalty that is owed to me. I don't know what to do. I can't give up. I need help." Basically, she claimed that out of the over 200,000 sauce bottles she claimed to sell, she didn't get a single cent of that money. Things have apparently gotten so bad to her that she was getting evicted from her house. Now, some people donated to her, but a lot of people just did small donations like this just to troll her.
I only donated to type this comment. You are not special.
Dave's Gourmet later denied Chef Pie's allegations, and they showed us that they made over 12 payments to Chef Pie, which ended up with her being paid over $120,000 over 9 months, as her contract said. After Dave's Gourmet's statement, Chef Pie decided to respond to them, saying that they misled her, gave her an ambiguous contract, and when it was time for them to pay up, they ended up twisting their words and making things hard for her to understand, apparently. She said that they were miscalculating the royalties so they could keep more money for themselves. She said that they weren't giving her enough money for the business to grow. But according to the agreement, Chef Pie was the one who was supposed to be promoting the sauce by posting 3 videos a week minimum. And Dave's Gourmet was just in charge of the sales and making sure that the sauce abided by the FDA rules. At the time she signed the agreement, Chef Pie actually wasn't allowed by the FDA to make her sauce herself because of all the health and safety complaints they received from the first sauce. And Dave's Gourmet actually paid her $45,000 upfront before they even started selling the sauce, because Chef Pie needed to give back refunds to her customers from her first disgusting sauce. But she didn't have that money apparently, because the money was locked up by PayPal and Shopify, and those accounts got frozen because of the astronomical amounts of people requesting refunds. And this was basically an advance of money that she would have to pay them back when her accounts got unfrozen. So after this happened, Dave's Gourmet had a meeting with Chef Pie and her lawyer to apparently cover all the details, how much everyone should get paid, and they also told Chef Pie that she should probably get a job because the payments from her royalties can go up and down, so she shouldn't just rely on the money from her pink sauce. However, Chef Pie started to have some money troubles, and Dave was kind enough to help. So they gave her money for a couple months, and they ended up giving her $40,000. And this was basically an advance of money that would later get taken out of her sales. And she took a lot of these advances, and she ended up owing the company a lot of money. Dave was also in shock when Chef Pie had the audacity to ask for even more money. So her kids won't be homeless apparently. So Dave ended up paying her rent and giving her another $5,000 to help her out. After this, Chef Pie said that she was interested in the business side, so Dave Gourmet set her up with weekly meetings where they would talk about how to best promote the brands. At first, Chef Pie showed up to a few meetings, but after that, she went missing. We later found out that she went silent on them because she asked Dave's Gourmet for $10,000 to fund her birthday party, but they wouldn't give it to her. She also apparently asked Dave's Gourmet to pay for an $800 dress and $600 shoes. Dave's Gourmet refused to pay that money and asked her to come up with a more reasonable amount. But Chef Pie got mad and basically stopped promoting the brands, breaking the contracts. But in her GoFundMe, where she claims that Dave's Gourmet defrauded her, she ended up raising over $20,000 because an NBA player donated to her. She also apparently sent receipts from her personal expenses to Dave's Gourmet, pretending that they were business receipts. Her expenses apparently included groceries, sneakers, and more. Dave's Gourmet apparently tried to ask for an explanation for the receipts, but she couldn't give one. So after deducting all the advances Dave's Gourmet had gave her, Chef Pie was only meant to receive $666.68 in royalties. Dave realized she probably needed money to live on, so he kindly gave her an extra $10,000 that he would deduct from her later on. So after all the calculations, Chef Pie was apparently the one who owed money to Dave. Because of all the advance payments added up that she kept asking for, she apparently owed Dave over $6,000. Then Chef Pie decided to bill Dave's Gourmet $126,000. She claimed she worked 1,400 hours and she wanted to charge them $90 an hour. Dave was shocked because he never agreed to this and this was never written in their contract. So Dave's Gourmet said, "Nuh-uh, I'm not paying you any money." So after Dave paying for her rent payments, knowing she had kids, but despite all of that, Chef Pie still slandered Dave's Gourmet on all her socials. Dave's Gourmet was so done with her at this point, they released bank statements that said they gave her a total of $147,000, which was obviously more than the $120,000 they decided on. Dave said that they wanted to keep all this information private at first, and they only decided to release it when Chef Pie made that final statement accusing them that bad. And despite all that money they already gave Chef Pie, in August 2023, she also demanded $1.5 million for Dave's Gourmet to buy the rights to her pink sauce so that they could continue selling it. And Dave obviously challenged her on this because, once again, this was not written in their contracts. From the letter written by Dave's Gourmet, it looked like they're trying to get the pink sauce out of their store as fast as possible so that they could finally end their nightmare of a partnership with Chef Pie. They said they tried to make the partnership work many times, but things have gotten so bad that they considered suing her because she broke her end of the agreement too many times to count. And Dave's Gourmet ended their statement by saying they're a family-owned business and their reputation means a lot to them. And they said they're asking for your support, claiming that Chef Pie's GoFundMe was still up, making false claims about the company and that it needs to get shut down. Apparently, she claimed on the GoFundMe page that she didn't receive any payments, but later admitted publicly that she did receive over $120,000 from the company. Dave's Gourmet said that if people still wanted to try the pink sauce, they had to do it soon because they didn't know how long it would still be around for. But it seems like most of their sales were coming from people who just saw the drama online and wanted to try it on camera for some clout.
Yo, they got pink sauce at Walmart, $8.17. But tell me something, look at this. Why is it all different colors, man? You got the lighter section right here, the darker. I don't know, but I'm gonna get one.
It later dropped to a 2-star review at Walmart, with people saying it wasn't worth it tasted sour, and that they regretted buying it for the $8 they were asking for. Walmart later lowered the price to only $3.98, and then it was suddenly put on clearance for as low as 25 cents, and then it got completely removed from Walmart. This infamous moment of the Pink Lady still haunts people to this day.
Kind of the last line of her saying that I harassed her just made me uncomfortable because I never set out to harass anybody. And I think that's like a little bit delusional to say something like that.
I think it's delusional to send a sample to a laboratory after you stick your finger in it.
I saw it and I was like, wow, this is such a cool sauce. It's bright pink, like I'm a sauce girl. So when I was doing the review, there was just so many red flags that I saw in it, like the label, you know, when you make a USDA label, you have to put in batch numbers because if something were to be recalled, you have to be able to trace it down to the salt and pepper that is in something. And so if something...
Wait, not to cut you off, but to cut you off. So you didn't see the video because you follow me, right?
So I understand, like, if it does have dairy in it, you see all these concerns. You saw my TikTok. I follow you. You have my address, my phone number, my email. If once I posted my original video, if you wanted to make things right as a business owner, you knew I had a problem with it, you could have contacted me and I could have turned around, could have been like, wow, Chef P contacted me.
So you're saying that you contacted me?
No, I'm saying you never contacted me.
Okay, but why would I contact someone who's fabricating something on the internet?
Nothing was fabricated.
To be honest, you're not special. You're not special. Okay? So why should I lose my mind and approach you directly when you're fabricating something on the internet, trying to tear down my business and my livelihood? You could have contacted me directly, and I forgive you.
At the end of the day,
Absolutely, and I think it's a moment of learning on both parts.
I think the learning is more on your part.
Yes.
And that's being real. And this is being real here. Because the thing is the matter that her business, her livelihood, her safety is being affected now.
The aftertaste, I'm not messing with. It's like watered down ranch. It's not bad. Definitely not worth $20 a bottle. But we support small businesses. I don't know if she's fixing things or not. That's not my problem. When I went to go open it, something is not right. The smell that's coming out of this bottle something is wrong. It's rotten. So I pulled out the bottle and I opened it up and I had to stick my finger inside of it, but there is a piece of glitter. Is it edible glitter? Am I going to die? Is it safe? I would be so interested to sending this to a food safety testing lab, and I think it's like $300. I'm willing to send this to be tested.
So everyone thought that's the end for Pink Sauce. With the end of the partnership, Dave trying to get rid of all the sauce, and Chef Pie trying to raise $100K for whatever reason she could think of. But a little bit later, she tried to do a whole rebrand. She showed a few different color bags, but people couldn't believe that she was still trying to launch new sauces. And people thought she was just trying to shade Dave because of the different color sauces he had.
The real pink sauce.
And then put them together. Which one do you want?
Tan sauce or pink sauce?
But apparently she really tried it.
My new product launch and actually reinventing myself and getting over this big hump in the road. But yeah.
But this time she tried to play it safe and sell powders instead that people could mix into their own sauce.
So yes, y'all, the new drops will be dry spices that you can customize your own color and flavor intensity. My mission is to bring real quality to y'all.
But wait, if your GoFundMe broke, who's paying for this? That's a good point, actually. If this girl couldn't afford her rent and food for her kids, then how was she able to launch a whole new business? Could she have really took that bag from Dave and her fans and used it maliciously? Nah, that's too far, right? Now, she launched a blue sauce, apparently using the same exact bottles as when she shipped out that pink rotting sauce all over America. After all those claims of people being poisoned by her previous sauce, she really didn't think to order some new bottles? Girl, that's just crazy to me.
All right, y'all. So when I first started pouring, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so dark, but it tastes good. But I didn't really like how it looked. Now, once I started pouring the one that had the lighter color, and oh my gosh, I was like, oh, this is it, right? But at the time, I was formulating a sauce. So I was like, what's range of variation? Or what if somebody wants their sauce darker, but then the other person wants it lighter? Or what if they wanted to customize the entire hue?
Do you really think anybody cares?
And then that's when I thought about it. Oh my gosh, I used the same freaking ingredient to make it lighter versus darker. So why don't we alter something and give people the option to be able to alter them too? And yes, I'm doing a longer, fuller eating video because y'all really think that I don't consume my products, but I really, really do.
But likely she's gonna be charging 100 times the sauce is worth. Cause remember when she charged $20 for that rotten OG pink sauce? But girl, you know what would make it a lot easier to actually sell the sauce? If you didn't break that connection with Dave's Gourmet. Cause all you had to do is post a few short videos a week. But now you gotta figure out the whole manufacturing and sending out the sauces all by yourself. That's karma now.
Also, this gives y'all an option to do whatever you want. So if you consume dairy or if you're plant-based, you can still consume my products. If you like creamy stuff, if you like sweet stuff, I mean, there's so much that you can do. But yes, honey, this is blue. And of course, it is all naturally colored. And please don't mind the people talking in the background because I have children, but I am a working woman. And yes, this idea is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And thank you so much for my supporters. I love y'all.
I'll tell you when I softened, because I knew something was wrong. Pay attention to your instinct.
Girl, if you had any psychic abilities whatsoever, I think you would have seen what happened coming. She also dropped some videos promoting this new sauce, which apparently she's calling the lilac sauce. Now what the fuck was that? Now, I don't know if Dave's actually gonna sue her, because one of her new sauces is called the Real Pink Sauce. And Dave spoke about the possibility of legal action. But I think that they might think that it's just not worth it. Because she probably spent all her money buying like 500 of those shoes and dresses. So who knows?
Well, today I made sausage, egg, blue sauce, blueberry, blue buttermilk biscuits here. Oh my gosh, they were so good. So first you're going to start off by shifting your flour. Then you're going to shred up your butter so it's really, really small. Then you're going to mix that till it's crumbly. Then add in your blue buttermilk. Now you want to mix it, but like fold it as you mix it and not do it like you beating it together because you don't want to overwork your dough.
No one asked for this cooking tutorial, girl. Just stop with the sauce. No one wants it.
Then I'm going to add in honey, blueberries, cut my biscuits, and then put them in the oven. I'm going to cut my sausage, cook them. Then I'm going to start with my blueberry lemon honey butter glaze. So I added in my blueberries, my sugar, butter, some lemon extract, and vanilla extract. Then I'm going to cook my eggs. I cut my biscuits, and oh my gosh, look how moist they are. Then I just put everything together. And y'all gonna be able to get free recipes on my website really, really soon. Like, look at this. Oh, so good.
Blueberry sauce with meats? I will not be trying this combo, but let me know if you would try it. And now she's posting stupid shit like, don't waste your time on revenge. The people who hurt you will face their karma. The top comment says the hypocrisy is insane. And now she's replying to her fans with shit like this, trying to viol this girl's eyebrows. Girl, you are the one who's waiting for your karma. Anyways, here's some other comments people wrote about her. How is she not banned from selling food? Who would see her reputation and decide she deserves a second chance? Someone needs to notify the FDA she's making poison sauce again. If your first sauce flops, then maybe a second one isn't a good idea. Now make sure to watch my first video on this situation. It was like a year ago, so don't judge. But if you want to watch and catch up on all the details, then make sure to click on there. There were many concerns because she was basically making the product from home, but it contained milk, which obviously goes out of date very quickly. Things got pretty bad when there were people getting sick from a very small amount.
I'll really need to stop buying these pink sauce from that girl on TikTok. Look where I...
When milk goes out of date, it could be life-threatening, and there have been many cases of people dying from food poisoning. So it seemed like she just put whatever on the bottle to make it sell as quick as possible without even doing any research, which obviously raised lots of concerns. So comment below, will you be trying the pink sauce for yourself? And have you tried it? And what do you think for over $20? Do you think that's worth potential food poisoning? Some lab tests and transparency might be the only secret sauce she needs to rebuild people's trust. But will she go there? One thing's for sure, in the world of Chef Pie, the drama never stops simmering. The plot thickens faster than her sauce can curdle. So what do you think? Will Chef Pie ever get her act together? Or is she destined to keep getting cancelled? Now share your theories below and let me know what you think is going on with this blue sauce. Now make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and smash that subscribe button for more crazy videos. But you need to watch this next video because it's even crazier.